So today we are going to study another phylum that is called a phylum Annelida. It is derived from a Latin word. Annulus means the little ring. So these animals having the little rings, so name given as the Annelida. So property we are writing the bodies of one is the bodies of these animals are divided into segments similar segments, and these segments are externally marked by groups. Externally marked by groups. Circular groups. Marked by the circular groups, and these groups are called as the annuli. Annuli is the plural, but singular is annulus. Let us name it annulus. It is given, so it is consists of. Suppose you have seen the body of the earthworm. One segment is there, one segment is there, one segment is. This is the group. This is the group. This is the circular groups, and that is why this is the circular groups is found here, and the circular groups are called as the annulus. So these animals are aquatic, aquatic means may be found in both fresh water and sea water both. And some species may be terrestrial, these may be aquatic or terrestrial. If aquatic, they may be found in the fresh water as well as in sea water, and some are the terrestrial, which are found on the land. So these are the animals, and which having the organ system level of organization. Organ system of body organization. They having the organ system level of body organization, and they have a special features, and they having the tube within and tube within, or clearly you can see tube within tube, tube within tube body plan. Tube within tube body plan. Tube within tube body plan. These are the important features. And tube within tube means that one, suppose this only one big tube is there, and after that in this tube the small tube is there. It having less diameter, another tube having more diameter. In this way, this shows the tube within tube body plan. These are the triploblastic, and they have the bilateral symmetry. Bilateral triploblastic with having the bilateral symmetry. And peculiar feature, these are the first animals having the true coelom. These are the first animals to have the true coelom, having are replied in such way. First group of animals having true coelom are having the coelomatic animal. Coelomatic animal. First coelomatic animal. These are the first coelomatic animal. This is the peculiar feature. Before we have studied about the phylum up to phylum Platyhelminthes having the acoelomatic and Aschelminthes having the pseudocoelomatic animals, and after this Annelida, coelom starts. Now, coelom contains a fluid called as a coelomatic fluid. 6. Coelomatic fluid or coelomic fluid. Coelomic fluid is having one fluid, and this fluid is called as the coelomic fluid, and this coelomic fluid works as the hydrostatic skeleton. Coelomic fluid works as hydrostatic skeleton. They work coelomic fluid. I told you coelom is the cavity that is found in between the body wall and the alimentary canal. and that cavity is filled with a fluid, and this fluid is called as the coelomic fluid, and the coelomic fluid works as the hydrostatic skeleton. Locomotion. Locomotion takes place by the parapodia as in case of the Nereis parapodia, CT are muscles, and these are the first animal to have the both circular and the longitudinal muscle. These are the first animals to have both circular and the longitudinal muscles. They have both circular and longitudinal muscle. Longitudinal muscles. These muscles help in the locomotion. And 8. These are the animals having the closed blood vascular system. The closed circulatory system. Closed circulatory system, except leech. Leech having the open circulatory system. And they have the complete alimentary canal. Alimentary canal is complete, and for the excretion they have the nephridia. Nephridia are meant for both nephridia for osmoregulation. Nephridia is found for osmoregulation and excretion. Both. So it is nephridia is found, and which functions for both osmoregulation and the excretion. And next, sexes are the separate. It is called as the hermaphrodite. Sexes are separate are hermaphrodite. Sexes are separate are the hermaphrodites. So you can see that you are familiar to earthworm and leech. Earthworm and leech. You are familiar to earthworm. earthworm and leech. They contains both the sex organs. They contains the both the sex organs. They contain the both sex organs, and it is called as the monoecious. This is earthworm and leech. And one example, you know that having the Nereis. Nereis is the dioecious. Nereis is the dioecious, while earthworm and leech are the monoecious, and these contains both male and the female reproductive parts, so it is called as the hermaphrodite or the monoecious. And while Nereis having sexes are the separate, so this situation is called as the dioecious. So either dioecious or monoecious. So these are the peculiar features of these animals. Now next phylum we have to discuss, and this phylum is today we are studying phylum Arthropoda. Arthro means joint and poda means the feet. Poda means foot. It means these organisms having the jointed foot. We have to write the properties. First property, they have jointed appendages. They have jointed appendages. Property having the jointed appendages, and largest phylum of this is peculiar feature. This is the largest phylum of kingdom Animalia. This is the largest kingdom of Animalia, and more peculiar feature is the body is covered by chitinous exoskeleton. By chitinous exoskeleton. But is chitinous exoskeleton. This is the peculiar feature. This is the features which makes them to survive in the adverse condition, and this may be one reason why this is the largest phylum of animal kingdom. So they have organ system. Organ system level of organization. Organ system level of organ system level of organization, and these animals are the triploblastic, bilateral, triploblastic, laterally symmetrical, triploblastic, bilaterally symmetrical animals with having the segmented and bilaterally symmetrical. Then 6 segmented and coelomate animal and coelomate segmented and the coelomate animals, segmented and the coelomate animal. Bodies consists of, this is also important feature, bodies consists of body consists of the 3 regions. One is the head, thorax and abdomen. Body consists 3 parts: head, thorax and the abdomen. And sometimes head and thorax join together, join to form cephalothorax. Cephalothorax. They form the cephalothorax, or they sometimes they join together to form the cephalothorax. Body consists of, as in case of the prawn, you have seen in case of the prawn, as in case of the prawn. Such structure is found in case of the prawn, and where both head and thorax join together to form a structure. That structure is called the cephalothorax. Now next picture. And 8. And after this cephalothorax, complete digestive system. They have the complete digestive system, and mouth parts are adapted. Mouth parts are adapted for different types of feeding habits. They are adapted for the different types of the feeding habits. As you know that as in case of the cockroach, in case of the mosquitoes, in case of the house fly, they have the various type of the mouth part, and they are according to their the feeding habit, which type of the food they are taking. Some are the taking the flesh, some are the having the piercing and the sucking type of the mouth part, So in this way, this is peculiar features. The mouth parts are adapted for the different type of the feeding habits, and this is the important feature. Now respiratory organs. Respiratory organs, how the respiration takes place. By the respiration takes place, our respiratory organs are the respiratory organs are the gills, book gills, respiratory organs are the gills and the book gills and book lungs and having tracheal system, having a tracheal and tracheal system. So and after the respiratory system, one more important is there, circulatory system. Circulatory system is a closed open. You know, I told you two types of this circulatory system. One is open and the closed. In closed circulatory system, blood always remain in the blood vessels. It never escape out. But in the open circulatory system, see, tissues are directly in contact with the fluid or with the blood. So this is the peculiar feature that having the open circulatory system, and this is the peculiar feature. Sense organs. They have the sense organs. You are familiar with the cockroach antenna. Antennae, plural form. Antenna is there, and the eyes, statocyst, statocyst are balancing organs. Balancing organs are present, and one is the excretory system or the excretion. This is very important features. Excretion. Mainly they are in relation to excretion. They are the mainly excretory product is uric acid. Main excretory product is uric acid. Uric acid is the main excretory product, and excretion takes place through excretion takes place through coxal gland, green glands, Malpighian tubules. Malpighian tubules. These are bent for the excretion. And next one, the sexes are usually separate. Now 13, this will be 14 points. Sexes are usually separate. Next one is the 14 number. Sexes are usually separate, means dioecious, and sexes are separate and majority are oviparous. Mostly they are the oviparous. Oviparous, but some are the viviparous. Majority are the oviparous, but some are the viviparous, as scorpion. Scorpion is the viviparous, where rest most of the animals are the oviparous. They are the egg laying. So, and now next is some animals shows the parthenogenesis. This is the important feature. Some animals shows the parthenogenesis, as you have seen in case of the honeybee having parthenogenesis. Some shows the properties of parthenogenesis, in which this production of young ones without the process of the fertilization. This process is called parthenogenesis. So some individuals, some animals show the process of the parthenogenesis. And next one, the fertilization is internal. Fertilization is internal. Fertilization is internal. Fertilization is internal, and one development will be direct or indirect. Development both direct or indirect. Direct or indirect. And one important feature of this one is the molting. Molting takes place for growth. So examples, examples of arthropods, housefly, butterfly, mosquito, honeybee, and different the insects, cockroach, prawn. These are the examples of the arthropoda. That's for today. Thank you.